Okay. Beat now. All right. All right, everybody, we are here on Tuesday, September the 23rd with a video for Philosophies and Objectives of Tuesday PDI. It's a fall campaign video, so there are going to be a couple of nuances that will be changed for the summer, but for the most part, 80% of what I'm speaking about here in this video is going to apply to any time you do Tuesday PDI. So that's first thing. Second thing, there will be no examples of PDI on this video. That'll be a separate video, and we'll continue to post different examples and PDI scenarios live. We're here for pilot training purposes. We've got Charles Stewart, we've got Ricky Ballister, we've got Becky Cheverria. What'll be interesting is 6 months or years from now to look back at this video and laugh and for just looking back.
LOL at the throwback.
Yes, that throwback though. Okay, so
throwback though.
All right. So a couple of things really important to note. You have to really understand the dynamics of your team on Tuesday. And I think that's the first thought I want to share with you. Where's your team at, and who are you speaking to? So let me give you a couple of groups to write down. Number one, you've got your most important group, and that's your the first weekend group. They just finished their advanced training one day prior on Monday. They're here kind of on that second we'll see part of their business, right? They leave Monday and they've gotten more tips, secret weapon. They've learned how to call acquaintances, and so you're dealing with the group that now is only going to see success if they have appointments. The next group that you'll be dealing with is the fast starter group, and when I say fast starter, I mean people who are in their second weekend. They just finished their second weekend, they're out of their fast start, and now really is the challenge of retention, because getting someone out of their 10 days to continue is that next, I would say, that next hardest challenge. The third group you have are your key staff. The fourth group that you have are your up-and-coming key staff, like soon to be, and then your fifth and sixth group would be your struggling reps, and then the final group would be kind of everyone in between, like not quite struggling, not quite on the up and up on key staff or key staff candidacy. So if you think about all those groups, it's Tuesday. Right now, I'm going to mark this. This is the pilot. We're shipping about between $2 and $4 grand, maybe in new business, about 10K report. We only have about 15 to 18 active reps consistently, and so within a 2 to 3 period, this video serves as a training video for us to surge that to like a 10, 15K new, and you'll see that happen the next couple of weeks. And we're confident in that. So what's the order of priority? Who gets the attention? You have all these reps on your team. Let's magnify this into the summer where you have maybe 30, 40, 50 on the roster. If you're a big pilot office or a big pillar office, you've got 75 to 100 plus people on your PDI. The first priority has to be your new group, the people that just finished their first weekend. Second priority would be your post-fast starters. Third priority would actually go down to the people that are kind of in between. Who are the people you can pull from like limbo, if you will? They're not quite on their way out, and they're not quite on the up and up, key staff candidates or key staff soon to be. You want to pull them up and bring them up, and then from there you go to the key staff candidates, and then finally, if you have time, you go to the team, the bottom of the barrel, if you will, focusing on the top going down. Okay, so I'll review again. You got just finished first weekend, first priority, just finished fast start, second priority, the key staff, third priority, and then up and coming. Oh, I'm sorry, before key staff, up and coming, then key staff. And the philosophy is that the up and coming you can really pull it to a higher level. Yeah, rising stars. So one more time, let me just review so we're not making mistakes here. We've got first weekend, finish fast start. Okay. You've got your people who are in between. They're not up and up, and they're not like at the bottom of the barrel, so you can try and pull them up. Then you go to key staff, up and coming, and then the bottom of the barrel. Right? So you're really trying to pull that middle group up and get as many people into the up and coming group as you can. So with that being said, it's Tuesday. Let's think about also what's important to be promoting. It's in the non-summer, so it's a little bit different, but not too different from the summer, where they just finished Monday's report. They just had a ship up. They probably don't even realize until Friday what the consequences, positive or negative, of that ship up is. Meaning they just sold whatever they sold for the week, and if it was really good, they're going to see a great paycheck. If it's really bad, they're going to see a really bad paycheck, but they don't really have an idea until Friday hits them. Reality is the paycheck. Reality is ACH on Friday. Reality is Vector Connect's paycheck for them. So you have to address that. And part of the philosophy, and you'll see there's these, we have a PDI outline right now from Randy Excellent last fall that's going to be part of this video series. and it's look back and look forward. Look back to the results. That's my first step in the PDI call. It's going to be look back at the results and debrief and get a gauge of where they're at, and then look forward. Tuesday, what's also very important is that you have the new group who just finished their advanced training, and you want to be following up on assignments. Key is in the beginning of a rep's career, you're following up on assignments heavily. So, for example, one of the assignments is to create a massive attack list of 30 to 50 plus people by Wednesday. So it's important on Tuesday to be talking about that. It's important that you follow up on the assignment of getting 4 demos minimum between Advanced Training 1 and Advanced Training 2. It's important that you hit the assignment of memorizing page 9 and 10 by Wednesday's skills check. And I would say those are 3 of the most important assignments. I'll say it again. 30 to 50 new names and numbers. That's including people they know, people they sort of know, acquaintances that just learned how to call, and people that reschedule and cancel on them. Okay. Second assignment, again, is 4 demos minimum completed between AT1 and AT2. And then third assignment is making sure they memorize page 9 and 10 for skill set. Okay. And of course, a big part of Tuesday, whether they're new, day 5 in the business, or whether they're more experienced, is creating value in the Wednesday night team meeting and the phone jam. I would say the main objective of tonight, I've covered a lot of details so far, the main objective of Tuesday's PDI is to create attendance, but proper attendance. So what I mean by that, it's one thing to get reps to the Wednesday phone jam, it's another thing to have them there the right way. What we don't want are representatives without an attack list, without a plan for it. They show up, we haven't addressed anything, and they show up pretty much for a waste of time, because even if they wanted to make phone calls, they're not in a position to do so. So one of the things you might have to do is create an attack list plan on Tuesday's PDI. One of the things you might have to do is challenge someone to think out of the box if they're calling. One of the things you might have to do is have them go through their cell phone and make a list of 3 columns where they put down who they know of, and who they know really well, and start to put those numbers down. There's a variety of different things you can do to increase names lists, but that's one of the main objectives on Tuesday. And then, of course, like any PDI call, is to create action and to create connection. Action and connection. Probably the other way around too, right? So connection, have the points of your call, and then action. On the miscellaneous list of every PDI call on Tuesday, it's things you need to promote, whether it's a specific push. Right now we're in the SLC push week 2. Other things you want to be promoting are themes of the team meeting, maybe a team night out that's coming up. If there's something miscellaneous like random, for example, we are now just splitting into teams for the push, and here's your team captain. Or here are the contest updates for contest X, Y, and Z that we just put out. So Tuesday, I think, is probably one of the more critical PDIs, only because Monday you saw the new group live. Monday you probably spoke to most of your reps finishing strong for Magic Monday on their demos. And then Wednesday, it's kind of all said and done, meaning if you have a really strong Tuesday PDI, you don't need not as many actions on Wednesday. In fact, Wednesday's PDI could be as little as a text message, friendly reminder, we'll see at 4 to 5 p.m. for phone jam, or whatever it might be. So those are the main philosophies of Tuesday PDI. I think on top of that is just making sure that you have essentially the same order every single week. That's why we have the outline. I think another big thing is making sure you're proficient with PDI. I'm actually going to have Beck in this video. She's going to be doing the PDI. For sake of time on the video, I'm going to have her do all the web PDI logging. That's a whole separate instruction. But I just want you to hear, when we do the calls, the sense and the feel, the direction, how to connect, and how to promote. So those are some main thoughts and philosophies on Tuesday PDI. See ya.